Colossians 1 verse 11 reads, "May you be made strong with all the strength that comes from his glorious power, and may be prepared to endure everything with patience." What is the result of being continually strengthened with all power according to his glorious might? The answer may be surprising at first, but this prayer is all about endurance so that you may have great endurance and patience. Endurance refers to a steady persistence until you reach the goal. The same word is used in Hebrews 12 verse 1, of a runner who runs the race with endurance. This is not passively enduring something, but rather actively persisting through trials. There is endurance and then there is also patience. Patience is a fruit of the Holy Spirit in your life. This word refers to long suffering or restraint, not retaliating when someone wrongs you. If endurance means patience in circumstances, then the second word means patience with people. Sometimes we need more strength to deal with people than with our circumstances. The irony here is that the world wants power in order to dominate or manipulate others. Paul prays that the Colossians would be strengthened with God's power so that they may display great endurance and patience. Life is hard. You and I are going through many trials. We may even have to face persecution for our faith. We may be tempted to do the wrong thing. If we have committed to live a life worthy of the Lord that pleases Him in every way, we need to pray for each other for God's strength in our lives. As William Barclay writes, the great problem in life is not to know what to do, but to do it. For the most part, we are well aware in any given situation that we ought to do it. Our problem is to put the knowledge into action. What we need is power, and that we receive in prayer. Colossians 1 verse 12, and joyfully giving thanks to the Father who has qualified you to share in the inheritance of the saints in the kingdom of light. This is a continual outpouring of thanks to God, the Father who has adopted you as children into his own family. God has not only adopted you and me as his children, but he has qualified you and me. In Olympics, each athlete needs to qualify in order to compete. They work hard to qualify because if they don't qualify, they don't get in. But notice, when it comes to salvation, we do not qualify ourselves. Rather, it is God who qualifies us for salvation through the death of Jesus on the cross. And what exactly have we been qualified for? Paul says, to share in the inheritance of saints. One of the most important indicators of our spiritual growth is that you joyfully give thanks to God for your salvation. Douglas Mose calls thanksgiving the flip side of salvation by grace. We have been saved by grace, and so we give thanks to God who has an inheritance waiting for us in the kingdom of light. Today, you may have been deprived of your inheritance on earth, but remember and give thanks for the great inheritance that's waiting for you and me in the kingdom of light. Be blessed.